Hi, my name's Caitlin, and today I'll be talking about endorphins and synthetic opiates. Endorphins are the body's natural opiates. They are both hormones and neurotransmitters released when the body is feeling pain and also other things, but the most commonly understood is pain. There are three types, alpha, beta, and gamma, and the word endorphins comes from the word endogenous, meaning from the body, and morphine, meaning pain reliever. Endorphins bind to opioid receptors in response to stimuli, which is most commonly pain. These receptors are located in both the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. They inhibit pain signaling to the brain by binding to the receptors in various regions of the nervous system. They can also inhibit descending pathways from the brain. There are many functions, and the function depends on where the receptors are located at in the body, but pain relief is the most common and the most understood. Opioids can be natural, semi-synthetic, or synthetic. Natural meaning the body produces it all on its own. Semi-synthetic meaning it is produced from a natural substance, and synthetic means it is lab created. Semi-synthetic opioids include opium, codeine, morphine, and heroin. These are also called opiates. Synthetic opioids include fentanyl, methadone, hydrocodone, and oxycodone. This is not an extensive list. There are many kinds of opioids. These are just some common and most recognized ones. How the receptors respond depends on where the receptors are found in the body. This is whether they block signals, inhibit signals, going down the brain, going to the brain, and they could be located in the spinal cord, brain, and other places like that. Neurotransmitters are kept from using the opioid receptors to send the signals. This process can also be linked to dopamine production and the reward pathway, which explains the feeling of euphoria people get when they take opioids. These increases in dopamine can mess up our body's natural dopamine system and lead to addiction. Many people are unaware of the potential risks of opioids, especially since they are prescribed so often. Exposure can lead to tolerance, which leads to a decreased response, and higher doses are needed for the same effects. These effects can also impact the dopamine system and the reward system, and it gets harder and harder to produce the dopamine, which leads people to want more and more. There's a big difference between dependence, which is a tolerance buildup over time, and addiction, which is a behavioral disorder, usually seeking a desired feeling from the opioids. Opioid withdrawal is highly unpleasant due to the fact that the pain receptors are so used to being blocked. When they are no longer blocked and begin to function again, everything becomes extremely painful. Some other options, rather than being prescribed an opiate, include NSAIDs, exercise, physical therapy, physical activity, TENS, which is nerve stimulation, corticosteroids, topical medications, and injections. If already addicted to opioids, some options include antidepressants, anticonvulsants, and behavioral therapy.